Imagine waking up in the middle of a storm and seeing someone walking across the waves toward you. Would you believe your eyes or think you were seeing a ghost? That unbelievable moment changed the disciples forever. But here's the real question. Why did Jesus walk on water at all? The answer is far deeper than most people realize. The story begins just after one of Jesus' greatest miracles. With only 5 loaves and 2 fish, thousands had just eaten until they were full. Everyone was amazed. Some even wanted to make Jesus their earthly king. But Jesus had a different mission. Instead of accepting their praise, he sent his disciples across the Sea of Galilee. Then Jesus climbed a mountain alone to pray. As darkness covered the lake, everything changed. A powerful wind suddenly began to blow. Small fishing boats were never meant for waves like these. The disciples fought the storm with everything they had. Hour after hour, they made almost no progress. They were exhausted. Some of these men were experienced fishermen. If they were afraid, the storm was terrifying. Meanwhile, Jesus was still alone. Nothing escaped his attention. He saw his friends struggling. Then, sometime during the 4th watch of the night, Jesus started walking toward them. Not around the storm, not waiting for the storm to end. He walked straight through it. The disciples couldn't believe what they were seeing. They cried out in terror, "It's a ghost!" Fear completely overwhelmed them. Then one voice cut through the storm. "Take courage. It is I. Don't be afraid." Those words changed everything. The wind still roared, but hope had entered the boat. Peter answered with surprising courage, "Lord, if it is you, tell me to come to you on the water." Jesus replied with only one word, "Come." Peter stepped out of the boat. For a moment, he actually walked on water. The impossible became possible. As long as Peter focused on Jesus, he kept walking. But then he noticed the wind. He looked at the waves. Fear returned, and he began to sink. Immediately he cried out, "Lord, save me." Jesus reached out his hand at once. He didn't hesitate. He lifted Peter out of the water. Then Jesus asked, "Yotzhaki, you of little faith, why did you doubt?" It wasn't meant to shame Peter. It was an invitation to trust even more. Together they climbed back into the boat. Then something incredible happened. The wind stopped. The waves became still. Silence filled the lake. The disciples finally understood something. They worshipped him. Then they declared, "Truly you are the Son of God." So why did Jesus walk on water? Not simply to amaze people. He revealed his authority over creation. He strengthened the faith of his disciples. He showed that no storm is greater than his power. And he proved that even when we feel alone, he sees us. He comes to us. Sometimes he calms the storm. Sometimes he walks with us through it. That truth has comforted Christians for nearly 2,000 years. The next time life feels like a raging sea, remember the one who walked on water. Because the greatest miracle wasn't that Jesus walked on the sea. It was that the Son of God came into our storm so we could one day walk with him forever.